Hello everyone, my name is Devendra and in this video we are going to learn about sets in Python. So a set is an ordered collection of unique elements. They are unordered, unique, mutable, unindexed. Sets can be created using either curly braces or set constructor as shown in the example below. Yep. This is one of the most important feature of the set is that it automatically removes duplicates. So let's say if I have a set where I have multiple values, repetitive values, in that case, what set will do? It will automatically remove the duplicates and it will just keep the unique values. So what this makes them perfect for removing duplicates, membership testing, and when we are working with mathematical set operations. All right, it's shown in this example. So here, if I show you, I have a set colors where I have defined some of the colors which are actually repeating. If you will see, red comes twice, blue is two times. Now, if I just have to print what it will just return green, blue, red, and yellow. So it has removed automatically. I have not done any operation or anything here. It is automatically removed the duplicates. So it has removed one of the red and one of the blue. So it has stored only the unique values. Yep. Moving on to the next. How we can add or remove elements in a set. So let's see this with an example. So here, if you'll see, I have a set as animals where I have stored cat, dog, bird. And now if I want to add anything, I use animals with add function, met add method where I'll just pass fish to add into the set. Okay. Let me just execute this to show you. So original set was dog, cat, and bird. I just added and dog, fish got added. Okay. Same thing. I can repeat it n number of times. I can add n number of elements, but whenever I'll try to add a existing value, it will actually not add because it removes the duplicates automatically. Same. I can add multiple elements I can add using update as well. So update is basically used to add multiple elements. Since we were using in the above example, we were using add with single element because we were trying to just add one element. But if we have to try or if we have to add multiple elements, we can use update. So it will also work the same way. So it will just insert these values along with the existing ones and it will also remove if there are any existing duplicate values. Okay, now moving forward to how we can remove the elements. So here, if you will see, I have an example where I have numbers, a set which starts from 1 till 10. Now, if I have to remove something from there, I'll use remove function. So there, with that set, I'll just use remove and said I'll want to remove 5 from here. So what it will do, it will remove 5 from the list and it will return me the numbers starting from 1 till 10, but it will not 5 because it's removed. Same way, I can use. Also, there is one more thing. When we remove, if the element is if element exists, then it will remove it. Otherwise, it will give or raise an error. So to overcome that, we have one more function as discard. What discard does, it also does the same thing. It removes that element, but it does not give any error if element is not found. Okay, so in example, you can see how we can discard, use discard for removing an element. Okay, so next is pop function. What pop actually does, it removes and returns an arbitrary element. So what it will do, it will actually go to that set, it will just uh, remove a random number and it will return the remaining set. Then we have one more function as clear. If you want to remove all the elements from set, those set will exist, but it will exist with empty values or null values. So it won't have any value. Okay. Moving forward to some set operations. Now, as you know, that it supports mathematical operations like union, intersection, differences, symmetric difference. So let's see all of them one by one. So union. What union does is it will combine all the elements from both the sets. So let's say I have two sets A and B where I have values from 1 to 5. Set B contains 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What it will do, it will combine all the values. So as a resultant, when I union those, it will give me values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 6, 7, 8. It will remove the it will remove the common values or duplicate values, and it will give us the resultant of both of them. So it will add the values in set plus the values in B. Yep. Then intersection. What intersections does is it returns all the elements that exist on both sets. So it will give us the intersection. So let's say I have a set A and a set B. So it will give us the common elements, whatever common elements we have in both the sets. So let's see. Okay. Then difference. Difference, it returns the elements from the first set, but not in the second set. Okay. So it will just give us the A minus B basically. So if I want to find the difference of elements in set A and in set B, it will just give us the resultant. So it will give us the difference in those sets. So whatever values are not there in set, I'm sorry. So whatever values are not there in set B or, or set A, it will just return those values. So it will return the values which are uncommon, which are not common in both the sets from first set. Then next is symmetric difference. What symmetric difference does is it returns elements that are in either of the sets, but not in both. Okay. So if we have two sets, we say set A and B, what it will do, it will return us the values which are on either of set, but not the common values. The values which are not common. So here in the example, if you'll see, I had the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What it does, symmetric difference, it returned 1, 2, 3, and 6, 7, 8. So it removed the common values. The next, we have frozen set or immutable sets. So frozen sets are also a version of a set. So here what we see is that once these are created, elements cannot be added or removed. So as compared to sets where we can add or remove elements, in frozen sets we cannot add or remove elements. All right, I think this is it. That's all what we have to cover in sets. See you all in next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.